My father is a billionaire. My mother is a top Hollywood actress. And I'm the so-called delinquent everyone is talking about online. A video of me beating up 5 students at once has gone viral, turning me into the internet's favorite punching bag overnight. I wake up to see my name trending on every social media platform. My notifications are blowing up. Articles are popping up everywhere with headlines like, Hollywood star's daughter caught in school brawl, a menace to society. Billionaire's daughter or thug, shocking footage of Emily Carter's violent rampage. And of course the comment section is a dumpster fire. What kind of upbringing is this? A rich brat who thinks she can get away with anything. Her parents must be just as violent. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Scrolling through, I snort. Some people are genuinely concerned. Others, just bored, looking for the next scandal to tear apart. I don't care. What annoys me, though, is that they've got it all wrong. I wasn't the instigator. I didn't start this fight. My mother's voice echoes through the house. It's a tone she rarely uses, one that makes my stomach tighten slightly. I toss my phone aside and head downstairs, preparing for an absolute shitstorm. As expected, my parents are already seated in the massive living room. My father, William Carter, a corporate shark worth billions, is in his usual tailored suit, hands clasped together, a calm but unreadable expression on his face. My mother, Rachel Carter, Hollywood's most beloved A-lister, is standing by the fireplace, arms crossed, her piercing blue eyes locked onto me like a sniper. The tension in the air is suffocating. I straighten my back. Here we go. But then, instead of scolding me, my father leans forward slightly, his voice calm and steady. Are you hurt anywhere, sweetheart? Wait. I blink. That's not what I expected. I expected yelling, accusations, maybe even a full lecture on family reputation and media damage control. Not concern. I hesitate before shaking my head. No, I'm fine. My mother, who had been visibly fuming, suddenly turns to my dad with an incredulous look. That's what you're asking her? She snaps. She just made headlines for getting into a full-blown fight, and you're worried about whether she's hurt? My dad shrugs. I'd rather make sure she's not injured before jumping to conclusions. My mother sighs heavily, rubbing her temples. I can tell she's holding back a lot. Finally, she exhales sharply and looks at me. All right, Emily. Explain. I cross my arms and meet their gazes head-on. Olivia Johnson. Their faces remain unreadable. But they know the name. Of course they do. Olivia Johnson, Hollywood royalty, daughter of Ethan Johnson, one of the biggest film producers in the industry. Practically untouchable. And also a complete and utter bitch. I take a deep breath. She's been bullying a girl in my class for months now. Who? My father asks. Sophia Reyes. I pause before adding, scholarship student. That alone says everything. Sophia isn't from our world. She's not rich. She doesn't have famous parents. She's just a normal, hardworking student who got into our elite private school purely on merit. And Olivia? She hates people like Sophia. She and her little group of minions have been making Sophia's life hell. I continue, my voice tightening with anger. Spreading rumors, stealing her books, cornering her after class, basically making sure she knows she doesn't belong. My father listens silently. My mother's eyes narrow slightly. I clench my fists. Yesterday it got worse. My voice drops. They dumped a bottle of juice on her head in the cafeteria. Silence. I let out a humorless laugh. So yeah, I stepped in. I told them to back off. Olivia didn't like that. And then, my mother asks, I lift my chin. And then she slapped me. I don't need to spell out what happened next. There's literal video footage of it all over the internet. Olivia threw the first hit. I blocked it. And then, I ended it. I don't regret it, not one bit. I say nothing, letting my parents absorb everything. My father is still unreadable. My mother is rubbing her temples again, her frustration evident. So let me get this straight. She takes a deep breath. You got into a physical altercation in a highly exclusive school with Olivia Johnson, the daughter of Ethan freaking Johnson. I don't flinch. Yeah, Her eyes darken. And you think this won't have consequences? I shrug. She started it. For a moment there's only silence. Then my father speaks. I understand. My mother looks at him like he's lost his mind. You understand? My father leans back in his chair, his expression thoughtful. This isn't just about a fight, he says slowly. This is about perception. He turns to me. Emily, I know you're not in the wrong, but in the public eye, the facts don't matter. The narrative does. I cross my arms. So what? You want me to apologize? My mother lets out a short laugh. God, no. I blink. She smirks. Do you have any idea how much publicity this is bringing? You're the #1 trending topic in the country right now. My father nods, which is why we need to be strategic. He picks up a folder from the table and slides it toward me. I glance down at it. A contract. My eyes widen as I read the bolded title. Carter Family Unfiltered, exclusive reality TV deal. I freeze. What? My mother grins. You're about to become the most famous Carter yet, sweetheart. I wake up the next morning to chaos. My phone is vibrating nonstop. My inbox is flooded. My social media notifications? A goddamn war zone. And then there's the news. Hollywood star's daughter caught in school brawl. Is she a menace to society? Billionaire heir or thug? Shocking footage of Emily Carter's violent attack. Exclusive. Sources reveal Emily Carter's long history of reckless behavior. Excuse me. I click on one of the articles. They've somehow managed to twist my entire life into a tragic, cautionary tale of privilege gone wrong. Emily Carter, daughter of corporate mogul William Carter and Oscar-winning actress Rachel Carter, has once again proven that wealth and fame don't guarantee class. Multiple sources claim that Emily has always had a rebellious streak, skipping elite functions, avoiding the press, and now getting into violent altercations in broad daylight. Is this the behavior of a future heiress? I scoff. What multiple sources? Where are they getting this crap? Then I keep reading. A former teacher at Crestwood Academy, who asked to remain anonymous, stated Emily Carter has always been aggressive. She never really fit in with the other students. I'm not surprised this happened. I nearly throw my phone across the room. This is bullshit. I know exactly who they're talking about, Mrs. Benson, my 8th grade English teacher. The same woman who hated me for correcting her in class when she misquoted Shakespeare. They dig up everything. That time I skipped a debutante ball because it was boring. The time I flipped off paparazzi because they were stalking my mom. And even that one time I got detention for talking back to a teacher, who, by the way, deserved it. And just like that, I'm officially public enemy #1. And of course, Olivia Johnson plays the victim perfectly. She and her PR team work overtime painting her as the fragile, innocent girl who was viciously attacked by a violent bully. Paparazzi capture her bravely leaving her house, sunglasses on, lips slightly swollen, which for the record was not my doing. She tearfully tells reporters, I don't understand why she hates me so much. Emily Carter is completely unhinged. Olivia didn't deserve this. If a regular student did this, they'd be expelled. But since she's rich, she'll probably get away with it. I want to scream. It doesn't matter that Olivia slapped me first. It doesn't matter that she's the real bully. All that matters is the narrative. And the narrative is, I'm the villain. By noon, every major news outlet has picked up the story. I'm pacing in the living room, trying to ignore my phone, when my mother, dressed in designer loungewear, sipping an oat milk latte like we're not in DEFCON 1 right now, finally speaks. You know, this isn't the worst scandal we've dealt with. I glare at her. Seriously? She shrugs. At least you didn't get caught doing drugs or cheating on a fiancé. This is fixable. Fixable? The entire world thinks I'm some unhinged rich brat who beats people up for fun. I throw my hands up. Okay, great. So what's the plan, Mom? Are we suing? Releasing a statement? Calling Olivia out for being a two-faced snake? She takes another sip of her latte. No. I blink. No? She sets her drink down, smiling like a wolf. We're going on reality TV. Excuse me, what? I stare at her. I'm sorry, did you just say reality TV? She nods, completely serious. Carter Family Unfiltered. It's an exclusive deal. They've been begging us for years. My jaw drops. Mom. The world already thinks I'm some privileged, violent mess. Do you really think throwing me on reality TV is going to make things better? She smirks. Yes. I groan, dragging my hands down my face. Oh my God, this is the worst idea ever. My father finally speaks up from where he's been silently watching this dumpster fire of a conversation unfold. Emily, he says evenly, think about the bigger picture. Right now, the public only sees what the media is showing them, but if they see you in an unfiltered, real setting, you control the narrative. I snort. Yeah, because reality TV is so honest. My mother waves a dismissive hand. Sweetheart, we own half of Hollywood. You don't think we can edit the story to our advantage? I narrow my eyes. So what, you just want me to play the wholesome rich girl? Like some redemption arc? She tilts her head. No, darling, I want you to be yourself. The funny, sarcastic, unfiltered version, the one that's going viral for being a badass. My father nods. This is an opportunity, Emily. You just have to decide if you want to take it. I cross my arms. And what if I don't? My mother's smile turns sweet. Then you're welcome to clear your name on your own. I stare at her. She sips her latte. I grit my teeth. This is blackmail. And she knows it. I was right. I hate reality TV, and I hate it even more when I'm the main attraction. 3, 2, 1, and we're live. The cameras zoom in on me immediately as I step onto the set of Carter Family Unfiltered, the brand new reality show starring my family. The show is supposed to be an inside look at our lives, raw, unscripted, authentic, which is hilarious, considering the producers have already given me a preferred talking points sheet before we even started filming. Translation? Be the good little rich girl America wants to forgive. Yeah, not happening. I adjust my mic, ignoring the way the crew whispers every time I move. The second I sit down on set, I can already hear the questions forming in their heads. I don't have to wait long. Emily, let's talk about the fight. I knew it. The interviewer, a blonde with a surgically perfected smile, leans in, voice dripping with fake concern. The world was shocked by the footage of you physically attacking your classmate. Do you regret your actions? I barely hold back an eye roll. Right. Because it doesn't matter that Olivia slapped me first, or that she's the real bully. The only thing that matters is that I fought back, and I won. I keep my expression calm, meeting the interviewer's gaze head-on. I don't regret standing up for someone who couldn't defend herself. She pauses, clearly expecting a more apologetic response. I wait. She tilts her head, trying again. But do you think violence was the right answer? I let out a small smile, voice light. Are we really pretending that people only solve things with words? Silence. Her smile falters. I can hear the producers shuffling behind the cameras, probably debating whether they should cut to commercial before I say something else that doesn't fit the PR narrative. The internet is already split on me, anyway. She's definitely faking it for the cameras. She's just a rich brat trying to fix her image. Typical privileged kid, never faces real consequences. And my personal favorite, she'll probably get a brand deal out of this, which, by the way, I already have. Of course, because my life is a literal circus, guess who just happens to be a guest on set today? Olivia. Freaking. Johnson. She walks in like she owns the place. All dressed in delicate whites and pastels, her hair in perfectly styled waves like some tragic Disney princess. She greets the interviewer softly, the picture of sweetness and grace. Then she turns to me, her smile widening, just enough so only I can see the smirk underneath. Oh, this bitch came to play. The interviewer immediately shifts gears. Olivia, you've been through so much these past few weeks. Oh, have you? Have you really? What was it like watching the world react to your traumatic experience? Traumatic? I have to physically stop myself from laughing. Olivia lets out a soft sigh, voice trembling just enough to make it seem like she's barely holding it together. It's been really difficult. She pauses, glancing down before looking up with glassy eyes. Oh, she practiced this in the mirror. I never expected something like this to happen. I wish things had been different. Cue the dramatic, sad music. I swear, if a single tear falls from her eyes, I'm walking off set. The interviewer nods sympathetically, as like Olivia is some war survivor instead of a mean girl who finally got what was coming to her. And then, because of course this is scripted as hell, the interviewer turns back to me. Emily, would you like to say anything to Olivia? Oh, you mean would I like to apologize? Would I like to bow down and pretend she's the victim? Not a chance. I lean forward slightly, matching Olivia's fake sweetness with my own. Yeah, actually. I tilt my head. Olivia, do you remember what you said right before you slapped me? Her expression freezes for a millisecond, but I catch it. I smirk. No? I tap my chin, pretending to think. Because I do. You said, and I quote. She interrupts quickly, letting out a nervous laugh. I think we should move forward, Emily. Translation, shut up before you expose me on national TV. I grin. Oh, I'd love to move forward, Olivia. She tenses, just making sure we're on the same page. She forces a smile, but I see it. The flicker of panic behind her eyes. I won't let her flip the narrative again. Not this time. The interview wraps up soon after, but I already know how this will go. Tomorrow, the media will spin it. Emily Carter and Olivia Johnson, a tense reunion on set. Carter plays it cool, but is she hiding her true nature? Johnson shows class while Carter remains unapologetic. And Olivia, she'll keep playing the sweet little victim. She won't fight back with fists. She'll fight back with whispers, headlines, and carefully placed lies. This is a different kind of battle. And if she thinks I'm going to lose, she doesn't know me at all. I thought Carter Family Unfiltered would be a disaster. I was wrong. It's so much worse. But not for the reason I expected. The first episode of our reality show airs on Friday night at 8 p.m., and by 8:05, my phone is already blowing up. I ignore it. By 8:15, I get a text from my best friend, Riley. Riley, dude, have you checked Twitter? Me no. Why? You're trending. I blink. Trending? I open the app and holy shit. Emily Carter is a freaking icon is #2 worldwide, and the #1 tweet? A video clip of me. It's from my first interview when the host asked me if I regretted the fight. I watch myself lean back, smirking slightly. I don't regret standing up for someone who couldn't defend herself. Then the next clip, Olivia fake crying. Then me again, tilting my head, voice syrupy sweet. Oh, I'd love to move forward, Olivia. And the final shot? Her forced smile twitching while the dramatic oh shit music kicks in. I scroll down to see the top replies. Nah, because why is she actually kind of iconic? Emily Carter said, I fear no man, only God, and I respect that. She's not even trying to be likable, and that makes me like her more. I stare at the screen, completely stunned. Wait, are people rooting for me? By the next morning, the internet has done a full 180. Yesterday, I was the spoiled rich brat who needed to be humbled. Today, I'm the chaotic, unbothered queen they never knew they needed. I start seeing edits, videos of me rolling my eyes at dumb questions set to badass music, memes, screenshots of my best comebacks captioned with things like, she doesn't just read people, she recites them like Shakespeare. New life goal, be as unbothered as Emily Carter. She's not trying to be funny, she just is. Even celebrities start commenting. A famous rapper tweets, "This girl is hilarious. Give her a microphone and let her host the Oscars." A popular talk show host posts, "I need Emily Carter on my show," immediately. And just like that, I go from public enemy #1 to the internet's favorite problem child. Honestly, I have no idea. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's because I'm not pretending. Reality TV is full of fake apologies and manufactured redemption arcs. I'm just me. I'm not playing the poor little rich girl who learned her lesson. I'm not crying on camera, begging for forgiveness. I refuse to give them a carefully rehearsed redemption story, and somehow, that's what they love. It's not just me that people are obsessed with. It's my entire dysfunctional family. Clips of me arguing with my mom over iced coffee flavors go viral. People lose it over my dad's deadpan one-liners. William Carter's whole personality is I'm too rich for this bullshit. Emily's dad is 100% the guy who makes billion-dollar deals in his pajamas. No thoughts, just William Carter saying that's unfortunate whenever his family is fighting. And my mom? She's accidentally hilarious. There's one scene where I tell her I don't want to do a Vogue cover. She pauses mid-sip of her latte and says, "Sweetheart, do you think I built an empire just for you to decline free designer clothes?" The internet dies over it. There's even a supercut of all the time she dramatically sighs whenever I do something that disappoints her. The caption, POV, your mom is an Oscar-winning actress, but you're her biggest flop. 1 second, I'm the school troublemaker who ruined her own future. The next, I'm getting emails from brand deals. My Instagram jumps from 500K followers to 5 million in one weekend. I get DMs from celebrities, influencers, and even a few athletes, which honestly is kind of hilarious. My high school enemies, suddenly acting like we were best friends. Emily, I always knew you were hilarious. Omji, remember when we sat together in sophomore bio? I'd love to catch up sometime. So proud of you. I have no idea who half these people are. Even teachers start acting different. Mrs. Calloway, my history teacher, the same woman who gave me detention for attitude issues, she suddenly emails my mom saying I was always a bright, independent thinker. Oh, now I'm a bright, independent thinker? Last month I was a disruptive influence. Interesting. Olivia, not thrilled. If I'm shocked by my sudden fame, Olivia is furious. She spent weeks carefully crafting her tragic victim arc. Now, people are dragging her for filth. Why does Olivia keep trying to sound like a Disney princess? Girl, please. She tried so hard to ruin Emily's image and accidentally made her famous. Olivia's plan backfired harder than a reality TV relationship. The best part? People rewatch the fight video, the one that started this whole mess, and realize she slapped me first. Now the narrative is, Olivia tried to start something and lost. And I just let the internet do its thing. It's been 2 weeks since the show aired. I wake up, grab my phone, and scroll through the latest headlines. Emily Carter, from delinquent to social media darling? Love her or hate her, you can't ignore her. Why everyone wants to be Emily Carter right now. I throw my head back and laugh. 2 weeks ago, the world was practically begging for my downfall. Now, I'm the internet's chaotic, unpredictable new favorite. I didn't plan this. I didn't ask for this. But now that I have it, I might as well enjoy the ride. I should have known it was too good to last. 1 minute, the internet is calling me iconic. The next, they're tearing me apart again. Apparently, Olivia and her posse of desperate wannabes have had enough of my sudden popularity. I don't blame them. They spent weeks crafting Olivia's tragic victim storyline. And now, she's getting ratioed on every social media platform. I thought she'd just let it go. I was wrong. Instead, she and her army of influencers, gossip blogs, and fake friends decide to fight back. And they start with a new round of rumors. Suddenly, anonymous sources start crawling out of nowhere, claiming that my entire personality is fake. She's only pretending to be nice for the cameras. Emily Carter has always been a violent brat at school. She's just manipulating the audience. Don't be fooled. She's still the same entitled rich girl, just with better PR. The worst part? People believe it. My comment sections, once full of memes and jokes, are now a war zone. Half the internet still supports me. The other half, they're waiting for me to slip up. Then comes the final blow. One of Olivia's influencer friends drops a new video with the title, "The Truth About Emily Carter, What the Cameras Didn't Show." It's a mess. The video is a compilation of evidence showing me as the aggressive one. Of course, it's all heavily edited. Clips are cut out of context to make it look like I was bullying Olivia, when in reality, I was defending myself. There's even footage from months ago when I got into a verbal argument with a teacher, who totally deserved it, by the way. And the caption under the video, "This is the real Emily Carter. Open your eyes." I watch in real time as the likes and shares climb into the millions. I check the comments. It's bad. Ugh, I knew she was fake. Wow, she really fooled us. Never should have trusted her in the first place. My stomach tightens. The internet turned on me once before, and now they're doing it again. I slam my phone down. Mom, my mother doesn't even look up from her skincare routine. Yes, sweetheart. I take a deep breath. I need a strategy. She finally meets my gaze in the mirror, completely unfazed. No, Emily, what you need is patience. I frown. Patience. Applying her moisturizer like we're not in the middle of a PR war. Brett, people love a downfall, honey. Let them have their little moment, and then, she smiles, we make them regret ever doubting you. I could panic. I could sit here, doom-scrolling through hate comments, letting the internet destroy me. I could post a tearful apology video, complete with a sad piano soundtrack, and a heavily scripted, I've made mistakes speech. I could. But I won't. Because unlike Olivia, I don't play the victim. I play to win. The internet thinks it has me cornered. The exposed video is everywhere, racking up millions of views. Olivia's minions are celebrating like they just took me down for good. But what they didn't expect, I have receipts. See, the thing about reality TV is everything is recorded, and while Olivia's little propaganda film was expertly edited, the raw uncut footage, it tells a very different story. I don't just leak the footage. I make a statement. I post a single tweet. Since people love unedited truth so much, here's the full version. Enjoy. Attached? A link to the uncut footage, where you can clearly see Olivia slap me first, where you can clearly hear her laughing afterward, telling her friends, "Did you see that? She won't fight back. She's too scared." And then, you see me proving her wrong. The moment the tweet goes live, my phone explodes. I sit back, smirking, as the internet burns itself to the ground. The shift is instant. 1 second, people are calling me a manipulative fake rich girl. The next, they're turning on Olivia like a pack of wild animals. Oh, so Olivia really was the instigator? So she edited the video to make herself look innocent? That's embarrassing. I can't believe I defended her. I feel stupid. Memes start rolling in. Someone edits Olivia's fake crying clip with the caption, "When you gaslight the internet but forget there's security footage." Another one? A side-by-side of Olivia's victim act next to the unedited footage with the words, "When the lies stop lying." It's glorious. I know Olivia sees it. I know she's watching in real time as her entire plan falls apart. Because guess what? She deletes her tweets. Her friends go silent. And then, she does the most predictable thing ever. She posts a Notes app apology. Olivia's statement is peak damage control. She uses every trick in the book. I never meant to mislead anyone. I was dealing with a lot of emotions and made a mistake. I hope people can find it in their hearts to forgive me. It's so fake, I can practically hear her PR team sweating through the screen. And the internet? They eat her alive. Girl, you didn't mislead. You lied. Nah, we're not falling for this. Apologize to Emily properly or shut up. Olivia logs off. I win. It takes less than 24 hours for the narrative to flip. Again, the headlines change. Emily Carter was right all along, the truth behind the viral video. Olivia Johnson caught manipulating the internet. Fans outraged. And me? I don't gloat. I don't post a petty victory tweet. I just sit back, sip my iced coffee, and enjoy the silence. Because for the first time in weeks, Olivia finally shuts up. At this point, I could probably run for president. Not that I would. I hate politics. But if I did, I'd win by a landslide. Because somehow, some ridiculous, insane, completely unpredictable way, I've gone from the internet's favorite villain to a full-blown cultural phenomenon, and it all started with a single tweet. After I exposed Olivia's lies and effectively sent her into social media exile, something weird happened. People didn't just believe me, they loved me. And I mean loved me. I wake up every morning to thousands of new followers. My mentions? Pure chaos. The memes? Relentless. Emily Carter claps back harder than the end of a book chapter. She doesn't just read people, she performs an entire Broadway play. She's not playing chess, she's playing 4D intergalactic Uno. People start calling me the queen of clapping back, which, honestly, kinda badass. The moment I become the internet's favorite chaos gremlin, the business sharks start circling. My inbox explodes with offers, fashion brands, makeup companies, luxury designers, all of them desperate to cash in on my newfound fame. We'd love for Emily to be the new face of our campaign. Would she be open to a brand collaboration? We'd like to offer her an exclusive sponsorship deal. I even get movie offers. Actual movie offers. I don't even act. But apparently Hollywood doesn't care. They want me to be in their projects, host their shows, make surprise cameos. One director literally writes, "You don't even have to act. Just show up and be yourself." I stare at my overflowing inbox, completely stunned. What the hell is happening? I mutter. From across the room, my mother sips her latte, completely unbothered. Welcome to the industry, sweetheart. Here's the craziest part. I'm not even the only one winning. Because thanks to my unfiltered personality, internet-breaking clapbacks, and general refusal to play by the rules, Carter Family Unfiltered becomes the most watched reality show of the year. Network executives are frothing at the mouth over the ratings. Every episode is an instant viral moment. The way Emily just casually roasts people on live television is sending me. Her entire family is like a sitcom, but better. This show wasn't supposed to be a comedy, but it is. Even my dad, who literally does nothing but sit there looking mildly unimpressed, becomes a fan favorite. Someone makes a supercut of all his deadpan reactions and captions it, "William Carter, CEO of not giving a single shit. 5 million views in an hour. Absolutely insane." I'm in line at a coffee shop, just trying to get a caramel macchiato, when it happens. A girl in front of me turns around, eyes widening. "Oh my God," she gasps. "You're Emily Carter." I blink. "Yeah?" The next thing I know, the entire coffee shop loses its mind. People are whipping out their phones. Someone shouts, "Say something savage!" A barista literally offers me my drink for free, saying, "It's on the house, queen." This is too much. I grab my coffee and sprint out of there like a fugitive. The second I get home, I slam the door behind me, panting. My dad barely looks up from his laptop. "How was your coffee run?" I scowl. "I think I'm actually famous." He shrugs. "You were always famous." "No, like, actually famous. Like, can't go outside without being recognized famous." My mom, from the couch, flips a page in her magazine. "Took you long enough to realize." I flop onto the couch, groaning. "I hate this." My mom snorts. "No, you don't." "Yeah, okay. Maybe I don't." Of course, just when I'm at my peak, when everything is going suspiciously well, the universe decides to punch me in the face. Because out of nowhere, a new scandal drops. And this time, it's not just about me, it's about my family. The news breaks overnight. By the time I wake up, it's everywhere. The Carter family secret they don't want you to know. Scandal erupts. Is Emily Carter's success built on a lie? Exclusive, shocking revelations about the Carters. My stomach drops. I grab my phone, scrolling through the articles, my heartbeat pounding in my ears. What the hell is this? At first, I think it's just another dumb rumor, but then I see the receipts. Someone has dug up something big, something real, something dangerous. I sit there staring at my screen, the weight of 1,000 cameras and 1,000,000 watching eyes crashing down on me. For the first time since this whole wild, ridiculous, insane ride began, I feel genuinely afraid. I should have known. I should have known that the second things started going too well, someone somewhere would try to ruin it. And this time, they're not just coming for me. They're coming for my mother. I wake up to pure chaos. My phone blowing up. My notifications, a disaster. The news, a full-blown PR hurricane. And the headlines? Oh, they're merciless. The truth about Rachel Carter, Hollywood's darkest secret. Like mother, like daughter, does violence run in the Carter family? Shocking allegations resurface. Rachel Carter's secret past exposed. I sit up in bed, heart pounding, and start scrolling. The articles are all the same. Some anonymous sources, because of course they're anonymous, have dug up stories from decades ago, twisting them into something ugly. They're saying my mom was aggressive on set, that she had a reputation for being difficult in her early career, that she once got into a fight with a co-star. The way they write it, you'd think she was some Hollywood crime boss running around beating people up. But the worst part? They're using me to make their case. Every article paints the same picture. Rachel Carter was always a troublemaker. Emily Carter is following in her footsteps. Clearly, violence runs in the family. They drag up my fight video again. They replay every snarky comment I've ever made. They call me hostile. They call her unstable. And just like that, the entire narrative shifts. 2 weeks ago, I was an icon. Now I'm a liability. Brand deals, pausing negotiations, interview requests, disappearing. My name, trending again, but not in a good way. #Carter Family Exposed is blowing up. And the comment section, wow, so Emily's attitude problem makes sense now. She didn't just learn to fight, she was raised to. Rachel Carter has always been shady. Hollywood protects its own. I knew Emily was fake. Guess it runs in the family. I want to scream. I want to throw my phone across the room. Instead, I do what I always do. I fight back. I storm downstairs, ready to go nuclear. I find my mom sitting at the kitchen counter reading the headlines like she's casually checking the weather. She barely looks up when I walk in. "Morning, sweetheart." I stare at her. "Mom, have you seen this?" She flips a page in her magazine. "Of course, hard to miss." "And you're just drinking coffee?" She raises an eyebrow. "What do you expect me to do? Cry?" I flop down across from her, exasperated. "I don't know. Maybe say something? Deny it? Go on TV and tell the world these people are full of crap?" She finally sets her coffee down and sighs. "Emily, listen to me. This is Hollywood. People love to build you up, but they love tearing you down even more." I grit my teeth. "Yeah, well, I'm not just going to sit here and take it." Her lips curve into a smirk. "Good. I wasn't expecting you to." Here's the thing about Hollywood scandals. They're not about truth. They're about who controls the story. And if these people think they're going to use my mother's name to drag me down, they have another thing coming. I pull out my phone. Time to flip the script. The internet loves evidence, so that's what I give them. I start digging. Every single accusation against my mom, I find proof that it's exaggerated, twisted, or straight up false. That fight she allegedly had, it was a staged scene from a movie, completely scripted. The co-star who called her difficult, he's a washed-up actor who's been bitter for years because my mom refused to date him. Every rumor, every lie, every attempt to smear her. I collect receipts. And then I drop them. I post a single statement. People love rewriting history to fit their own agenda. My mom has spent years proving she's the best at what she does. And I'm damn proud to be her daughter. You want proof? Here you go. Enjoy. Attached? Screenshots, old interviews. Footage that completely contradicts the rumors. Within minutes, it's trending. #We Stand with Rachel Carter takes over Twitter. And just like that, the internet flips again. The people who tried to ruin my mom's career, they scramble. Articles get updated, sources start backtracking. And the best part? A journalist, one who actually has integrity, writes a new headline, "How Hollywood Tried to Destroy Rachel Carter and Failed. Game, set, match." By the time I get home that night, my mom is sitting in the living room, watching the news. She glances at me as I walk in. "So, you declared war on the Hollywood media machine." I drop onto the couch. "Yep." She nods. "And you won." I grin. Obviously. She laughs, shaking her head. Then she looks at me seriously. I hope you know what you've just done, Emily. I raise an eyebrow. What? She leans forward. You didn't just defend me. You just proved that you're more powerful than the people who tried to control you. I pause, let that sink in, because she's right. I didn't just fight back, I won. And now, the world knows exactly who I am. And that makes me dangerous. I knew it. I knew this wasn't just some random internet hate campaign. I mean, sure, people love drama. They love watching the rise and fall of public figures like it's some kind of twisted reality show. But this wasn't just people talking shit on Twitter. This was organized, coordinated. Someone wanted to destroy my family, and I was going to find out who. Even after I shut down the rumors about my mom, the attacks don't stop. If anything, they get worse. New headlines pop up every day. Exclusive. Insiders claim William Carter's business empire is crumbling. Scandal deepens. Did the Carters buy their way to the top? Emily Carter is out of control. Hollywood is done with her. It's relentless. And the worst part? They're going after my dad now. If my dad is bothered by the attacks, he doesn't show it. William Carter is a machine. While the media is out here calling for our downfall, he's calmly reading stock reports over breakfast like his entire reputation isn't on fire. Dad, I slam my phone on the table. Have you seen this shit? He glances at it, then at me, then back at his coffee. Yes. That's it? That's all you have to say? I demand. He sets down his mug, finally giving me his full attention. What do you want me to do, Emily? He asks, voice calm as ever. Call the tabloids and tell them they hurt my feelings? I stare at him. Dad, they're saying your company is collapsing. He leans back. And do you believe them? No. But, he raises an eyebrow. Then why should I care? I throw up my hands. Because someone is obviously trying to take us down, and you're just sitting here drinking coffee like we're not in the middle of a full-blown war. That makes him pause. For a second, his expression shifts. And that's when I realize he knows something. That afternoon, my dad calls in his top security advisor, a man named Ethan Cross. Ethan is ex-military, ex-CIA, and probably ex a lot of things we're not legally allowed to talk about. If someone is pulling the strings behind these attacks, he'll find out who. I sit in the office with them as Ethan lays out his findings. And what he says is worse than I expected. This isn't just gossip, Ethan says, sliding a folder across the table. Inside, a list of names. Journalists, PR firms. Social media influencers. People who have been paid to spread the attacks against us. And the person paying them? Olivia's father. Ethan Johnson. My blood boils. Olivia's father, the same man who has controlled Hollywood for years, has been funding the smear campaign against us. It makes perfect sense. He's pissed that I humiliated his daughter. Pissed that his precious little Olivia has become a joke on the internet. And since he couldn't take me down directly, he decided to destroy my family instead. I grip the edge of the desk. So what now? I ask, voice tight. We sue? Ethan shakes his head. You can't just go after someone like Ethan Johnson with a lawsuit. My dad leans back, tapping his fingers against the desk. No, he agrees, but we can make him regret ever coming after us. And just like that, the war officially begins. If Olivia's father thought he could silence us, he was dead wrong. Because if there's one thing my family knows how to do, it's put on a damn good show. My dad doesn't believe in small moves. So when we strike back, we make sure the whole world is watching. We rent out an entire ballroom at one of the biggest hotels in LA. Press from every major network floods in. Cameras are set up, reporters are buzzing. They all think they're about to witness some damage control speech. They have no idea what's coming. My father steps up to the podium, calm as ever, adjusting his cufflinks like he's about to close a billion-dollar deal instead of destroy a Hollywood dynasty. Thank you all for coming, he begins. I know there have been a lot of rumors about my family lately. The reporters lean forward, waiting for him to deny everything. Instead, he drops the bomb. My security team has uncovered a deliberate smear campaign against my wife and daughter, he says, voice steady but sharp. And today we're going to show you exactly who is behind it. The entire room goes silent. Then the screens behind him light up, and what plays? The receipts, video clips, screenshots, emails, everything. Proof of Olivia's father paying off journalists, influencers, and social media bots to spread fake scandals about us. A leaked recording of one of his PR team members saying, "Make Emily Carter look unhinged. Make Rachel Carter look unstable. We need to make them the villains." A wire transfer from Ethan Johnson's company to one of the biggest gossip sites. An email exchange between Olivia and her father, where she literally asks, "Can we make it look like Emily attacked me first?" The evidence is undeniable, and the internet immediately explodes. The second the press conference ends, my phone is on fire. My Twitter feed, a goddamn battlefield. Ethan Johnson exposed starts trending within minutes. So Olivia's dad was behind everything? Oh, he's done. Emily Carter was right this whole time, and we fell for the biggest scam in Hollywood. I feel sick. Not Ethan Johnson losing a PR war to a teenager. Love to see it. The headlines flip overnight. The Carters strike back, the Johnson empire in crisis. Olivia Johnson exposed as a fraud. The internet demands accountability. Is this the end of Hollywood's most powerful family? I sit back watching the chaos unfold. And for the first time in weeks, I finally breathe. The next morning, I wake up to an inbox full of apology emails. The brands that dropped me, they want me back. The talk shows that canceled my interviews, they're begging for an exclusive. Even the people who called me a violent brat a few weeks ago are now tweeting, "We misjudged Emily. She's a survivor." I take back everything I said. She deserves an apology. And honestly, I don't need their fake sympathy. I don't need their forced apologies. I just need them to know one thing. I won. At this point, you'd think Olivia and her little army of losers would just give up. I mean, after getting completely exposed on a national stage, you'd assume they'd have the common sense to crawl back into whatever privileged little hole they came from. But no, they still have the audacity to try one last attack. And honestly, it's just sad at this point. The moment the press conference dropped the receipts on Olivia's dad, her whole support system crumbled. Her PR team? Gone. Her brand deals? Vanished. Her social media? A ghost town. But instead of accepting defeat with dignity, Olivia's last few delusional allies decide to make one final attempt to take me down. And it's laughable. They start spreading new rumors, claiming Emily's family staged everything to frame Olivia. The Carters are just as corrupt, they're just better at covering their tracks. Emily isn't innocent, she just won the PR war. Blah, blah, blah. It's so weak that the internet barely reacts. I mean, we literally have video evidence of them conspiring against me. The damage is done. The only people still buying into their bullshit are the ones too stupid to read. But since they clearly need it spelled out for them, I give them exactly what they're asking for. I grab my phone, I open Twitter, and I post one final message. I'm still standing. You tried everything, and you lost. Time to accept it and move on. I don't say Olivia's name. I don't need to. The internet gets the message loud and clear. Olivia Johnson is over starts trending within an hour. The last of her supporters scatter like cockroaches. And Olivia, she does exactly what I knew she would. She disappears. One day, she's all over the news, still trying to defend herself. The next, she's gone. Her Instagram, deactivated. Her Twitter, silent. Her PR team, nowhere to be found. She goes radio silent for the first time in her entire life. And just like that, Olivia Johnson is officially irrelevant. I don't celebrate. I don't need to. The best revenge isn't watching someone crash and burn. It's watching them realize no one cares anymore. And Olivia? She finally figured that out. A few weeks later, Carter Family Unfiltered airs its final episode. And, because I'm still the most talked about person on the planet, the ratings are record-breaking. The producers try to milk the drama one last time. They sit me down for a final interview, asking, "What did you learn from all of this?" I smirk at the camera, that I should start charging people every time they say my name. The internet loses its mind. The clip goes viral before the episode even finishes airing. And just like that, I'm not just the star of the show. I'm the show. So here I am, standing at the peak of fame, more powerful than I've ever been. And now, I have a choice. The networks want me to sign new contracts. Hollywood wants me to star in movies. Brands want me to sell their products. I could have all of it. I could turn this into a career. I could stay in the spotlight forever. But do I want to? I sit in my bedroom, staring at my phone, scrolling through emails, texts, offers, and for the first time in months I ask myself, is this the life I actually want? I could have it all. The movie deals, the reality show spin-offs, the multi-million-dollar brand collaborations. I could own Hollywood if I wanted to. But the truth? I don't want to. The emails keep flooding in. My phone buzzes nonstop with calls from agents, producers, magazine editors, all of them begging me to capitalize on my fame. I ignore them. I step outside, feeling the morning sun on my face, and for the first time in months, I feel free. No cameras, no interviews, no fake Hollywood smiles, just me, and it feels insanely good. My mother watches me from across the patio, arms crossed, eyes sharp. "You know, you're turning down more money than most people make in a lifetime," she says. I shrug. I don't care. She studies me for a moment. Then she smirks. "You never did." She gets up, pressing a kiss to my forehead. "I'm proud of you, Emily, and somehow that means more than all the offers in the world." A week later, a new scandal explodes. Not mine. Some other poor celebrity caught in the vicious cycle of fame, and just like that, Hollywood moves on. The same way it always does. Because fame, it's temporary. But me, I was never just famous. I was a storm, and storms don't fade, they leave a mark. I'm sitting on my rooftop, looking down at the city that once tried to own me. Hollywood is still fighting its petty little battles. Scandals, headlines, drama, none of it matters anymore. I take a sip of my drink, exhaling slowly. And then, I smirk. Let them fight. I'm done. Click. Someone takes a photo. It hits the internet within an hour. And once again, I break the internet. The comments flood in. Emily Carter is the only person who walked away from Hollywood without losing. She didn't just beat the system, she left it. An icon, a queen, a legend. And the funniest part? I don't even care anymore. Because for the first time ever, I don't need their approval. I never did. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content.